So is this what 58 million of taxpayers and donors' monies went into? Hi, I'm Cyrus, and thanks for watching this episode. Be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell for more of such. Now hear these names and tell me your first line of thought. Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams, Bishop Doug Heward Mills, Reverend Eastwood Anaba, Pastor Mensa Otabil, Professor Cephas Omenyo, Reverend Victor Kusi-Boateng, Archbishop Charles Palmer Buckle, Apostle Professor Onyina, and the rest. What's your impression? You would think it's either they are organizing a massive Christian evangelical crusade or they are part of something sizable. Ladies and gentlemen, these refined Christian general overseers of mega churches in Ghana were the frontiers of a vision our current president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo had of building a cathedral as a promise he made to God during his campaign. This is a man who had tried and failed severally in his attempt to be the president of the Republic of Ghana. So he finally won in 2016 with a landslide vote never seen in the history of Ghana's fourth republic. The president's idea of this cathedral from the onset was to be financed with his own resources and not the state. So he started by breaking down many judges and companies' offices to make space for that edifice in the central part of the capital city, Accra. The $4 million cathedral project on a 3.6 hectares of space, starting somewhere in 2018 to be completed in 2024. He managed to get these popular Christian ministers involved to raise funds for that purpose, which they proudly accepted. Before long, ladies and gentlemen, we were hearing rumors of projects being funded with state resources. Media houses and regular Ghanaians began speaking against it, especially at a time when the economies of the world were in trouble. I'm talking about when COVID-19 was highly prevalent in the world. So he persisted, the president, and millions of donations and taxpayers' monies went into it. An alleged total of $58 million. The world-renowned Ghanaian architect David Ajayi was contracted to design the edifice. This is a successful Ghanaian who has designed and built tremendous structures in countries like in America, in Russia, in UK, UAE, Lebanon, Italy, and so on. So millions of monies had been made to him, which is due him for his designs. Now the job was stalled when the new Parliament of Ghana was constituted in 2020. Parliament was in a hung state where the number of the incumbent government's members of parliament were equal to the opposition's number of members of parliament. There was no more parliamentary funds approval for this job, and the military had been brought in to protect the estate. No media coverage at this point, no trespassing, no visuals of what was going on at that place. At this time too, donations had ceased because it had been made public that the donation funds were being mishandled. So one by one, these big preachers, I'm talking about these big bishops, resigned from the board of trustees of the National Cathedral. Yesterday, 17th September, the opposition party went on a demonstration against the Electoral Commission of Ghana. And many of the demonstrators broke into the compound of the National Cathedral. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are the pictures we have of the current state of the project. This is a project that has received $58 million investment. And this is what we have, ladies and gentlemen. $58 million of donors' funds and Ghana's taxpayers' monies gone into this. For a country that lacks almost everything you can possibly think of. A country with unemployment going up, inflation going up, a country with bad road network, and a constant need to borrow money to support our budget. we still managed to find $58 million to invest in this nonsense. A country where people's salaries as of today, 2024, are as low as $30 per month. This is disturbing. And the most painful part in all of this has to do with the president himself. This president was supposed to be the messiah of Ghana's problems. He was so desired by Ghanaians in the 2016 elections that he won with more than 1 million vote difference. He spoke of accountability and a need to structure our economy and create jobs and so on. He was so humble in his appeal for power. This is how he spoke during the campaigns. Watch this video. For translation, he was literally begging Ghanaians to try him as president, to protect the national purse and to bring sanity to our financial situation. Nobody could have ever imagined that these wasteful things like these would ever happen under his watch. But here we are today, ladies and gentlemen, and he doesn't even care. The man does not care. Welcome to Ghana, where a politician can wash your clothing. He can wash your clothing with his hands to entice you to vote for them. They clean, they pound fufu. They carry people's goods and eat among the poor until they get power. And they've started doing that again for this year's election. My question at this point is this: what's next with the state of the cathedral? Will it be continued, ladies and gentlemen? And with what resources will that be done? Should the current administration lose power in December, what will be the plan from the new government concerning this pit, which is now popularly known as the most expensive pit in the world? Companies and offices that were demolished needs compensations at this point. All the rumors, ladies and gentlemen, of misappropriation of funds will need investigations, and the former finance minister Ken Ofori-Atta, who happens to be the cousin of the president, needs to be investigated. We are told he approved for the disbursement of funds to this project on the blind side of parliament. Whether that's a speculation or fact, we will eventually find out should they be ousted from power. That man needs to answer questions if found complicit on anything. In fact, anyone who has played a role in this wasteful venture will have to answer questions. I am a Christian and I won't deny the name of Christ at any point in my life and his church. But I will also not be a party to a cabal that will want to use the name of the Lord to milk a nation. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell to watch my previous and new videos. God bless you, and see you in the next one.